We need, take care, sir.
Take care, Judge.
I need Miss Engine. Everybody that's here is for a faint case. Oh. As soon as we can get Miss Engine in, then we'll. What's my 12 o'clock block look like? Okay. Miss Engine, hello. There's one matter that I need to take care of that's on you, that's on Zoom. When it's Evergreen versus Latia Davis. Let's try to get that one out of the way and then we'll.
I'm present.
Yes, ma'am. Court does call the case of Evergreen Apartments versus Latia Davis.
Yes.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jillian.
All right. My notes indicate that there's a certain amount that's owed, but my notes also indicate that she's moved out of the unit. Is that correct, ma'am?
Your Honor, I live on a semi truck and my children, I had to move them for safety concerns.
Got it. Okay, so let me ask you this. Are you still wanting that apartment?
No, sir.
All right. So this is going to maybe be easy.
Ms. Davis, I know we talked about turning in your keys. Were you able to do that?
Not yet, ma'am. I'm still on the road right now.
I understand. Do you have a date by which you could do that?
I will be able to get towards Michigan by like towards the first of the year, like probably the 29th to 30th.
Okay.
All right. So if she's surrendered the unit, I'm just going to adjourn this over to the 5th.
Okay.
And then if she's turned in the keys, then we'll be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ms. Davis, it might be that if you can get everything out before the end of January, that would there wouldn't be any issue with January rent.
Okay.
You mean the end of December?
The end of December. I'm sorry. Yes, the end of December. It just, you know, it's the best of your ability. Then there wouldn't be any question.
Okay, I will work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll adjourn this matter out to January 5th. 2000. My Polycom is on now. So Arbor Woods versus Hogan.
How you doing, sir?
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Reginald Hogan.
All right.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sydney Fontanelle,
Is there a reason? I think we're breaking up on my end. That she was choppy, but everybody's been choppy today. All right. And again, thank you, Mr. Hogan, for
Thank you. Appreciate it.
it's sometimes just a little acts of kindness that make the world a better place.
Tell me about it.
Okay. And what's plaintiff's claim in this case? Where is he?
Your Honor, I show that there's current rent to retain of $1,473.17, court costs of $209.44 for for a total of $1,682.61.
All right, Mr. Hogan, how are you gonna get that paid?
I'm gonna have that paid on the 29th. I thought I was gonna get it done today. My truck went out for my for the good transportation to work. So here I am. So I
Okay, so you can get it paid by the 29th?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find no tribal issue.
Okay.
I'm gonna enter a judgment for the plaintiff for possession and money, I guess. You want money, possession and money. And the total amount is 1682.61
That's correct, Your Honor.
for $1,682.61. I'll extend the writ date out because normally you'd have to have it paid by Christmas Day.
Oh,
No, don't worry about it. I got it.
thank you.
All right, and you can pay it by the 29th?
Yes, yes.
All right, so no order of eviction. You'll have through the 29th to get that paid.
Thank you, sir.
All right?
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case Arbor Woods versus Carl Hogan. Hello, what's your name?
Carl Hogan.
And also Amber Richmond. All right, what's the claim in this case?
Your Honor, I have that there's rent to retain of $1,162.62, court costs of $209.44 for a total of $1,372.06.
All right, and that means from last year you got something paid. You got about 1,500 paid.
Yeah, 1560.
Okay, so how are you going to get this paid?
I actually have the funds in my account. I just gotta get with Amber to get the rest of her funds by tomorrow, so I can have everything paid by Monday.
You can have everything paid by Monday?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, rather than give him a judgment, I'm gonna adjourn this out just 1 week to December 22nd, 2023, 9 a.m. Okay, get that paid, and if it's paid, they're gonna dismiss it. But you gotta
Okay.
make sure everything's paid.
Yeah, I'll do
You
that.
got that?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You sure?
I like staying where I stay.
Really?
Yeah.
You believe in Mel? Do you? Okay. All right, we're good then.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Take care. Arbor Woods versus Denzel Lewis.
Here, Your Honor.
All right, then he's on Zoom. All right, and also Tia Wright. Okay, what's the claim in this case?
Your Honor, there's rent to retain of $2,335.10, court costs of $209.44 for a total of $2,544.54.
All right. And Mr. Lewis, how are you going to get that paid?
I can have 1,000 by Monday, and I can have the rest next in 2 Fridays.
Hang on. You can have what now?
I can have 1,000 by Monday, and I can have the rest within 2 Fridays.
Okay, so that would be the 29th. Is that right, Mr. Lewis?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's break it down.
So I'll find no tribal issue in this case. I'll grant a judgment for possession. The total redemption amount is $2,544.54. All of that needs to be paid by the 29th of December. Okay, sir?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arbor Woods versus Kiera Morris.
I'm here.
Morris. Okay, what's the claim in this case?
Your Honor, there's rent to retain of $1,790.64, court costs of $169.72 for a total of $1,960.36 due.
All right. Ms. Morris, how is that going to get paid?
I have a meeting with I'm sorry, I got COVID right now, but I have a meeting with Hawk on the 22nd of next month. Um I I was diagnosed with cervical cancer in July. I had surgery on August 8th, and I just been having a lot of complications since then. So I did get a different job that I wasn't doing prior. So I can't pay the whole payment this month. I should be back to work after maybe like 4 more days, and I'm paid weekly. So I can probably pay like six, like pay my lot rent um in a week. Maybe like next Friday, I know I can pay my lot rent. But
You
I'm
can
just,
pay your lot rent by next Friday. How much is your
yeah,
lot rent, man?
it's 638, I do believe.
638.
Your Honor, I show that it's base rent is $620 plus a month-to-month fee of $39. So I believe that would put us at $659.
659. Do you think you can get 659 paid, ma'am?
Yeah, I can get 659 in by Friday, next Friday.
And you can pay that by next Friday.
Yes.
All right. Can you pay it early in the day?
Yes, I can have somebody take it over there for me.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn it out to the 22nd, 2023 at 9 a.m. So that needs to be paid as early as you can. Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor,
And then
I would just like the
Go ahead.
record to reflect that it's over my objection. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
mean, yes. So noted. Thank you. All right. We'll see you next week, ma'am.
Thank you.
Arbor Woods versus Beatrice Kirkland. Beatrice Kirkland. No response. Would you? Well, I already issued a judgment.
Yeah, Your Honor, if I may
This
go ahead, this is our request for reissuance of the order of eviction. I believe Ms. Dornbush from my office had filed it.
Yes, I do have it. And hearing no objection, I will grant the motion to reissue the order of eviction.
Thank
And
you.
I've signed the order. I don't have a new red, so I'm sure that will come in.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure my office sends it on Monday.
All right. And Arbor Woods versus April Tubbs Streeter. And Elise Streeter.
Your Honor,
Go
at
ahead.
this time, there's a $32 balance, so we're gonna request that this be dismissed without prejudice, and we're just gonna write in the further orders that we don't waive the $32 balance.
Oh, should I say that's over my objection? One versus Robinson, that's dismissed. This is Zoom. Okay. Let's do it. So what's happening with? That's all Fink? No, it's your fault. Don't try to pretend it's not. It's all your fault. I am. Lynden Park Apartments versus Nancy Stubblefield.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Joy Whitty appearing on behalf of Lynden Park Apartments, and I know that Nancy is deceased since the first hearing.
Oh, she is deceased.
Yes.
You'd like to take a default judgment, I guess, then?
Yes. We will zero out the dollars, but we just need to get possession.
All right. Raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Go ahead with your proofs.
We are not asking for any rent to retain, no cost. The amount of the possession judgment would be $0. We are asking for a writ date of December 29, 2023. The defendant is deceased. The apartment was kept fit for the use intended.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default, understanding there is no redemption amount given the circumstances with the writ to issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Lynden Park Apartments versus Lene Johnson.
Joy Whitty appearing on behalf of plaintiff.
Lene Johnson, you need to unmute. Lene Johnson? No, I see her, but I mean, I don't see her. You need to unmute. You send a message. I'll pass that one briefly. Oh, no, now she's here. Ms. Johnson?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. All right.
Okay.
And where are we on this case?
The landlord is asking for a possession judgment in the amount of $1,811. Costs are $158.94 for a total of $1,969.94. We would ask for the 10-day writ.
All right. Ma'am, did you apply
Yes.
for assistance?
Yes, I have. I've had.
And
Yes,
I
I have.
have
The attorney asked me to speak with you about that. Is Attorney Lee, and she said that currently I have been speaking with Sade in SOS and Jasmine in HBS. We're also reaching out to the MS Society to help render and rectify this whole situation. I have I was looking through my account where I did make the payments, but the payments fell off a little bit because the numbers changed in June. We were not officially out of COVID. So it's difficult for me to get a hold of my worker at Section 8 to get the proper amount, but I did pay what I had. And we need to all come together and, move forward that way.
Okay. So here's what we have, folks. She applied for assistance. When did you applied for assistance on November 30th?
Right.
Has that been resolved as of yet?
Not yet. Not yet. We need some additional time. So she said to ask for an adjournment.
Yes, she actually gets under the court rules. She gets the second stay. It would be another 14-day stay, but I don't have a date 14 days out. My next date is January 5th. So the second stay will go January 5th, 2024. I'll adjourn this matter out to January 5th, 2024 at 2 p.m.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lynden Park versus Carletta Richardson.
Joy Whitty appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Carletta Richardson. Do we have the numbers here? Carletta Richardson. There's a phone number ending in, what is that, 343. Phone number ending in 343. Hit *6, unmute, and tell us who you are. There's also a phone number ending in 870. If you could please hit *6, unmute, and let us know who you are. Oh, 870, you almost had it. Then you went back. You got it. Who are you? Hello.
Sorry, Chris. Yes, I'm Christina Virgo.
What's your name?
Christina Virgo.
Not her. Pardon? She's at Lakestone. All right. Hold on, ma'am. We'll get right with you.
No
That's
problem.
not the case I called. Okay, but thank you for letting us know who you are. Individual 343, phone number ending in 343. Hit *6 and tell us who you are. They don't want to. I'm going to have to assume that that is not Carletta Richardson. Counsel, you may proceed with the default.
Thank you, Your Honor. Rent to retain is
Oh,
$2,500.
hold on 1 second. 343, you finally unmuted. Who are you?
Your Honor, this is Nancy Rose Gerler, and thank you for the Zoom meeting, but I did not hear you prior asking for that number, and so that's why I did not unmute promptly, but I am here.
Ma'am, it's okay. We're good. Okay. Thank you for letting us know who you are. Counsel, go ahead.
Rent to retain is owing in the amount of $2,599.37, cost of $158.94 for a total possession judgment of $2,758.31. We are requesting the writ date of December 29.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default. Redemption amount in the amount. Writ to issue 10 days.
Thank you. Merry
Lakestone.
Christmas.
I'm sorry. Is that it for you, counsel?
Merry Christmas, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Lakestone Apartments versus Christina Brigham.
I'm Dana Hall on behalf of Lakestone.
Ms. Brigham, need you to hit *6 again on mute.
I'm here. Sorry about that.
It's okay. All right. Have you requested assistance through DHS?
I did, yeah. I got the approval. I believe I showed that to someone there last time I was there.
Okay.
But then I went through Hawk. But I since spoke with Sabra at the complex. We were supposed to be working out a monthly payment, and she said that she would contact her attorney to let them know.
Yes, she did.
They did?
Yes, they do have an agreement worked out.
Okay, so what do you want me to do with this case?
Well, if Ms. Brigham is agreeable, we could do it as a conditional dismissal. We agreed, well, the parties agreed that Ms. Brigham would pay $300 a month until it's paid off. I don't know what day she would want to pay that, though.
Ms. Brigham?
I'm here. The first day I could start the 29th of this month, and then I can have it done the first of every month. After.
Just want to say the first of every month starting January 1st.
That's fair, yep.
So Ms. Brigham, could I have your permission to sign that conditional dismissal? It dismisses the case on the condition that you make those $300 a month payments on the 1st.
Yes, please.
All right, and ma'am, that's in addition to her rent, counsel?
Yes, I know she has a voucher, so I'm not sure how much she actually
Okay, that's in addition to whatever her portion is, if she.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and you understand that, ma'am?
I do, yes.
You do understand also that your failure to comply with that agreement would, without notice to you, that plaintiff's counsel could file an affidavit, the judgment, as well as a writ of restitution simultaneously, or that's the order of eviction simultaneously, and you could be evicted from the premises.
I do, yes.
You understand that, ma'am?
I do, yes.
All right. I do also have to advise you that since you're unrepresented by counsel, you have 3 business days to think about this. If you believe that there's some legal reason, some right you haven't asserted, or some confusion on your part, you'd have to file a motion with the court within that time frame. You understand that?
I do, yes.
Okay, very good. What I will do, counsel, is she's given permission for you to sign. I will mark this conditionally dismissed and await the order.
Okay, thank you.
Lakestone Apartments versus Jessica Fair.
Dana Hall on behalf of Lakestone.
Jessica Fair. Oh, you're here.
Your paper said in person, but.
I know. Unless you just want to yell at me.
No.
Okay, that's okay, because everybody else has today. All right, what's your name?
Jessica.
All right, counsel, what's the claim in this case?
Including costs, it's $13,513.35.
Hi.
Hi. So you're approved by Hawk, but you had to come up with about 10 grand.
Yes. So I was hoping that the landlord would allow me to like enter into a payment agreement to pay off the balance and because as far as I know, my lease is over anyway in January. So I already have to move, but I do want to pay that amount so we can enter into a payment agreement, I guess.
Okay, so you're not going to need the Hawk money because they're not going to pay because you're not going to be staying there.
Basically, because I already have to move. They already told me they weren't renewing the lease. So I already
got it. So you're not going to be able to get that
But
money.
I do want to enter into an agreement so that I don't have
Okay.
I have kids. I just want to move.
I got it.
I had medical things that went on. I got taken off of Section 8 in January. And right after that, I got hospitalized for something called pseudotumor cerebrae. So I was in and out and I couldn't get to work. And so I just want to enter into an agreement to where
You just want to pay the money.
at least I can move without an eviction on my record because I do have kids. I still need to move forward.
Okay, you're trying to move without the eviction on your record.
Without
All right.
craziness. Yeah.
Counsel,
And
do you
also,
think
I-
they'll work
and let-
out something where they'll give her an extended writ date? She can move and then she'll work out arrangements to pay the back balance on the money
I
judgment?
do want to state that I tried to get assistance earlier, like as soon as I missed the rent in the first place. And I contacted the front office to try to get the eviction notice for Hawk and DHS because they need the eviction notice. And they kept telling me we're gonna send it, and I'm just now getting it now. So
Okay.
I just blamed it on the Lord.
Okay.
Gave me some extra time.
I got you. Okay. Know how you're
I
gonna
did.
spend that. So counsel, what do you want me to do on this case? I mean, because she's moving at the end of January, any event.
We can do that as a conditional dismissal. I guess I'm wondering with the payment arrangement or how often were you wanting to pay or how much, per month?
I am back to work now. I get paid weekly. So every week should be able to make a payment. I don't want to put myself in a bigger hole. So say like $200 every week. And then
$200
also
a
this
week?
is tax time for us grown-ups. So hopefully I can pay you a nice lump sum in January.
I'm pretty sure they would agree to that. I mean, you don't think
All
that
right,
that's
here's
too
what I'm
much.
gonna do. I'm gonna adjourn this out 1 week to the 22nd. You guys figure it out, try to get that signed.
Okay.
And then I'll sign off on it because you're gonna be vacating in any event. Okay? 22nd at what time? 1 PM.
Okay.
All right, hopefully we'll have a COD by that time.
Where do I sign it?
The COD?
If we can I get your phone number, Miss Fair? Well, I don't know if you want to put that on.
You don't want to put that all out there. Why don't you give it to my clerk and
Okay.
we'll send it
Okay.
to her, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
You too.
Lakestone versus Leslie Lewis.
And Dana Hall on behalf of Lakestone.
Leslie Lewis. Miss Lewis, can you talk to me? Is she hooked to audio? Leslie Lewis? Seriously. Miss Lewis, I can't hear you. You're unmuted, but I cannot hear you. Can you turn on your camera? Miss Lewis, can you hear me? I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. Something wrong. You need to turn up your mic. Okay, she's not getting that mic thing down. What is council looking to do in this case?
Well, the total that's owed right now with costs, Your Honor, is $5,665.48. I thought she said she applied for assistance last time.
She's gonna restart her app. That's gonna delay us. So go ahead, Ms. Lewis, restart it. Pamela Pio versus Nancy Gurler. Hang on, hold on, counsel. I'm not gonna worry about it at this point. I'm just trying to get through these. Come on. Your name?
Pamela Pio.
All right. Ms. Gurler here?
She's on the phone.
No, she's on the.
I do not know how this got muted again, Your Honor. I believed I was on unmute. I have been present.
You're good right
Nancy
now.
Rose there. Okay.
All right, where are you folks in regard to this case? Did you receive a copy of her answer?
Yes, I did. Yes, I received it on the 13th. So I'm the owner of the home at 7751 Fisher's Way, Dexter, Michigan, where the defendant is now occupying the first floor. I'm very nervous in this setting, so that's why I wrote everything.
That's okay, me too. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm seeking possession of my property and I want the defendant to move out immediately. We have no lease. On September 23rd, 2021. The defendant and I made a month-to-month verbal rental agreement, and she agreed to pay $995 a month on the first day of each month following the first payment. On October 4th of this year, I gave the defendant the proper 30-day notice demanding possession of my property because of non-payment of rent.
Well, okay, let me stop you there.
Okay.
A 30-day can't be the subject of a non-payment of rent action.
Okay. So.
All right. Do you want her to move or are you just terminating her tenancy? I mean, are you terminating her tenancy and want her to move or do you want her to pay you?
I want her to move and I want to also have a money judgment. So I can do that?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, that's what I want.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm seeking a money judgment from the court for all back that she owes me as of December 1st, 2023, which is $11,995 plus court costs, $215, and service fee of $68.
So how much is your
So the total
claim?
money judgment requested from the court is $12,278.
All right, Ms. Gurler, what do you have to say to that?
Your Honor, when I first moved in, it was to be a temporary arrangement. I had another place lined up that did not end up being represented appropriately. It was to be vacated and renovated, didn't happen. I have attempted along the way to give Ms. Peel, the plaintiff, money. I became extremely ill with COVID, which I have long COVID, along with 2 other disabilities. When I became behind in rent because of illness and sought help from local agencies, the plaintiff was offered money from Faith in Action, and she declined those monies. And there were other monies from other agencies that would have been available that would have satisfied my arrearages at that time of $2,985. Declining those monies led me to believe that she simply wanted me to move out. So I tried to start packing possessions, became ill with COVID again. I have, in the court documents, outlined to you the many times since then that I have been afflicted with every COVID variant. I already have a serious extreme condition of electrohypersensitivity that I cannot easily find a place to live. I cannot live in group settings, be exposed to Wi-Fi, wireless meters, be near cell towers. I need a rural environment. I no longer have a vehicle. I cannot use cell phones, smartphones, computers due to my electrohypersensitivity. And I thank the court for granting this Zoom appointment at the last minute, since I was not supplied the forms necessary in the personal and mailing service I received, and was actually waiting because in our December 1st hearing with Judge Barr, he informed the plaintiff that she had filed incorrect paperwork and needed to refile. So I have been waiting for that paperwork to come, which I don't know if something changed and was not necessary. But
What incorrect paperwork? I don't have a notice to that.
Well, and that's whatever happened, Your Honor. That's what I heard in court, and I'm not privy to what happened thereafter. I am chronically ill, Your Honor. When I get well,
ma'am, hold on. Yes, ma'am.
I spoke with my attorney counsel yesterday, and she said my paperwork was fine. I think it was just not clear to Judge Barr what I wanted because I didn't know how to present my case. So,
well, yeah, I actually see what Judge Barr is saying right now. Well, you filed 2 different notices. That's why. I got it. It's fine. I think. Hold on. That's not that one. Right. You filed 2 different ones, but you got, it appears to me, the correct paperwork. Right.
Your Honor, just to respond, that's what I heard from the judge. And my legal
but
counsel,
this is another judge saying that that's wrong. It's correct.
and that's fine. I have no problem, but I was waiting on that paperwork. I know that the plaintiff is someone who tries to do things appropriately, but what did not happen appropriately with this home that has been a long time rental is that there is no certificate of compliance on file with the township. And
so when are you going to move then?
Your Honor, I have had to deal with all the demands of the court, so I cannot explore that yet because I was required to apply for SER with the DHS, which was declined. I have contacted every agency available to me thus far.
Ma'am, do you understand she doesn't want you to pay rent and stay? She wants you to leave.
I understand that, sir, but to comply with the court and the paperwork required for this hearing, DHS, that's where I have put my first attentions. I have been packing and moving things out of the house, which they have witnessed, but because of my extreme sensitivities, it is not easy for me to find a place where I can live safely. I have just recovered from my last bout with COVID, which has severely impacted me for the last 4 years and created these issues. And I have also...
Ma'am, I understand all of that. The question becomes, when can you move?
That is a question mark to you and me both, Your Honor. I do not know. I have nowhere to go. I am solo in this world. I have no vehicle. My car broke down June of 2022. And my My situation is not a good one because of chronic illness. My energy is not reliable. I'm sometimes 12 hours in the bed.
Okay, ma'am, I can appreciate all of that. But you also have to understand that the landlord is entitled to her premises back.
I understand that they request their premises back, and I have an appointment with Hawk on Monday. To what degree that will help, I do not know at this point. I have been unable to find assistance from anybody because they say I am not sustainable, because I am now forced to live only on my Social Security income, the house line.
Okay, ma'am. Here's what I'm going to do, because this has got to. I understand the difficulties that you're telling. I also understand that the landlord needs to resolve that. So I'm going to set this for a trial. You've raised some issues in your answer, but I'm going to set it for now. Yes, ma'am.
When I talked to my attorney, she said that there is no requirement for the compliance regulations in Webster Township where I live. And she's an attorney from Dexter. So.
Oh, they know more. They know more than us here, us other country folk from Pittsfield, or what?
I guess. I don't know. That's what she said. Is that correct?
What?
That's what she said.
I don't know. I guess she's from Dexter, so she knows more than us. We're just little country judges up here. Yeah, ma'am.
I actually called the zoning person too.
Okay, and she said, yeah, probably she agreed.
Right.
I'm having difficulty hearing, Your Honor. Could that be repeated?
No. Okay. She went to Webster Township. The issue regarding the certificate of occupancy, it really isn't an issue because they don't require it for rental properties in Webster Township. That's the long and short of it.
I would like to know then why Legal Services of South Central Michigan gave me this form and checked
Okay,
it out. They
ma'am,
must
I
have
don't
obviously
know.
received
You guys keep talking about lawyers. I've not met them. I don't know. All I know is this. You two are in front of me arguing a case. You have one position, plaintiff has another position. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this matter for non-jury trial. It will be in person.
Your Honor, that I hope you realize is not possible for me. I'm even being harmed waiting for 2.5 hours on my cell phone, which is on speaker remote from me.
Then I don't know how I'm going to get you into court.
How is is it not possible for me to continue in this manner, sir? I have been before you to establish the severity of my condition. I become debilitated, incapacitated, ill. I lived in the basement of my prior home for 7 months because of radiation poisoning, and by necessity, where your court is located, there are many electronic communication requirements for police, fire, the cell tower, Wi-Fi for the buildings. I will literally fry and be unable to move. That's why I couldn't come today. This is not a fun scenario. And the landlords are well aware of my conditions. They had mitigated the house. They used Ethernet.
All right, ma'am. All right, look. Do you have any problem if I hold a trial and she appears by Zoom?
I guess not. I've been without income for a long time, and my preference is.
Okay, look, folks.
Yeah.
there are a lot of folks out there that are
Everyone has
having a
a
hard
sad
time.
story.
And I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to deal with it every Friday. So I don't know that I can help you with any of that right now.
Right.
I'm just trying to set a trial date. Do you
Sooner
have
the
any
better.
objection to her?
Tomorrow?
What?
Tomorrow, the sooner the better.
I'm not coming in
Over.
on Saturday. I'm this is not happening.
How about Monday?
No. What? We can do when? What time? 1 o'clock on Wednesday? Oh, no, I can't do 1 o'clock. What time seriously can I do? Non-jury trial, December 20th, 2023. 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Okay.
And
And
you need to appear in person, ma'am. You can appear via Zoom.
right here?
Absolutely, that's where I'll be.
Okay.
And if I don't get this docket done, I'll be still sitting here from this one.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor, for the accommodation for my disabilities. I appreciate your sensitivity to the matter and your humor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bless you. I will sign off now.
All right. Lakestone Apartments versus Leslie Lewis, recall. Where's Miss Lewis? She's not here. She's in the waiting room. Let her in. Miss Lewis, can you unmute?
Yes.
Ah, we have you now. All right.
Okay, wonderful.
What are we doing in this case, folks?
Well, Your Honor, as I stated previously, the amount that's due right now is $5,665.48.
Ma'am, how do you intend on getting that paid?
Through my job, a grant through my job, and they just picked my hours back up. I'm able to go closer to full time now.
Okay, but how are you going to catch up the back amount?
So that grant is up to 5,000 that they're going to help with. And as far as like the rest of it, I plan on just paying off, and then after that,
So hold that. Your job's going to help with 5,000.
Correct.
Okay, when can they get that paid to your landlord?
So I will have to touch back bases with HR. We usually have a decision made within 10 days of the application. Watch out.
Have you put the application in?
I go check in Saturday. So yes.
So the application for the assistance from your employer is in?
Yes.
And it usually takes about 10 days?
Correct.
All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn this to December 22nd, 2023 at 1 p.m. And then we'll see if that 5,000 can get paid, and then we can work on the rest.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.